How's it going, everyone? I'm SlimsXP1 and we are here with 5 reasons why The Undertaker will be at WrestleMania 33. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Alright everyone, so coming in at number 1, we got no send-off on Raw. And guys, this is actually, I think, is a big reason why The Undertaker will be back for WrestleMania 33 is because if he in fact retired at WrestleMania, like people believe that he did, because if you didn't see it, The Undertaker, after his WrestleMania match with Shane McMahon inside the Hell in a Cell, which was, people think it was a bad match, or at least some people do. In my personal opinion, I think it was an epic match, and rightfully so, with Shane McMahon's huge elbow drop off the top of the cell, and just, you know, everything about the match, it had a big fight feel, and some people didn't get that. I personally did, but people think that he retired because Undertaker, after the match, would then take off his gloves. And when Undertaker did this, he would then leave them in the middle of the ring, which led people to believe that that would be his last match. And guys, I personally don't believe it. I don't think Undertaker's done. I think he's going to be back for WrestleMania 33. And this reason is because, one, if he did retire, he's a legend. So why would there not be a send-off on Raw like what happened for Shawn Michaels or Ric Flair? These big-name stars that, you know, really just impacted our business, or this business of professional wrestling as a whole, they got a send-off on Raw. So that would really have you ask the question, why wouldn't The Undertaker? And another thing is that WWE.com has him listed as an active superstar, which leads me to believe he is not retired and will be back for WrestleMania 33. Coming in at number 2 is just the pure fact: Undertaker can sell tickets. And guys, Undertaker's been around for around 25 years, and every show that he is on automatically brings that buy rate up, especially at WrestleMania. Because think of the streak. Just think of all the streak matches that The Undertaker's had, and think about how many times Undertaker's had that streak match, and how many times has that match stole the show. And if you said around, 21, which he's now 21-1, but if you think of those 21 matches that he won, and all of the matches that were a show-stealing match, and basically the one match on the card that really sold the event to you, then that's why I would believe The Undertaker can just purely just sell tickets, and why you should believe that he can just sell tickets. Because Undertaker is a big-name guy for WrestleMania. They need him because he's what helps drive the ticket sales and get those buy rates up. So guys, I believe that Undertaker will be back for WrestleMania 33 because Vince McMahon's definitely going to try to get him back. Because why would he not? Because WrestleMania 33, he wants it to be a big event, and he can't do that, or possibly won't be able to do that, without The Undertaker. Or it's going to be a lot harder to do that without The Undertaker to help drive those ticket sales up and make WrestleMania 33 be what it will become and help it to reach its full potential. Alright guys, so coming in at number 3 is that I think at WrestleMania 33 it's going to be the actual end of an era. And what I think is going to happen with this is that WrestleMania 33 is going to be in Orlando, Florida, which, if you didn't already know, is the home of NXT, the Next Generation. And I think that since they're going to be in Orlando, and that's the home of NXT, they're just going to drive the young talent up, and basically that's where the kind of like a fresh start's going to begin. All these new names coming up, people just getting put up on the main roster, and just tons of new faces. And with tons of new faces means some, not necessarily old faces, but faces that have been around for a while are going to have to go. And I think The Undertaker realizes this, and for Undertaker to have one more big match at WrestleMania 33, and having that big match while also having that big match be his last match is basically just showing that his time is done, and then now it's time for the next generation to take the stage and maybe be the next person to hold the streak, or the next person to do any other phenomenal thing that's happened in WWE from basically the time of The Undertaker till now. Now he's passing that torch on to somebody else. So I think that WrestleMania 33, he'll be back for one more big match, because I think this is where the actual end of an era is going to happen, and it'll be Undertaker's last match. Alright, so coming in at number 4 is The Undertaker is just an old school wrestler. And old school wrestlers, the old school tradition, believes that when you go out, when you retire, you should be going out on your back. This happened in the case of Ric Flair, when Shawn Michaels would super kick him at WrestleMania 24 right after saying, "I'm sorry, I love you," and then super kicking Ric Flair, pinning him 1, 2, 3, and then the next night, the send-off on Raw, Ric Flair would be retired. And in vice versa, Shawn Michaels went out on his back due to the man of the hour we're talking about, The Undertaker, at WrestleMania 26, after Shawn Michaels just crawling on the ring and then just barely getting to his feet, and then gets hit with a tombstone pile driver. And then that would also be Shawn Michaels' last match, and Undertaker's streak would continue at that point, and Shawn Michaels would be sent off on Raw. So it's an old school tradition that they believe, and old school wrestlers do believe this, that they should go out on their back when they retire. They should not walk away after winning a match. They should go out losing a match and passing the torch. So I believe that Undertaker is not retired at WrestleMania 32, because he believes as an old school wrestler, or I would think he believes as an old school wrestler, to go out on his back, which that would set up for possibly a career-threatening match at WrestleMania 33, to then go out on his back and then walk away from the company. So I believe at number 4, WrestleMania 33, Undertaker's going to be back to go out on his back possibly. Because if this isn't his last WrestleMania, then you never know. He could walk out winning. But if this is, I would believe he's going out on his back. Finally, guys, we are here at number 5. We got the biggest reason, actually, that The Undertaker will be back for WrestleMania 33, and that is to have a match with John Cena. The WWE have been wanting to do this match for a while now, but have just never gotten around to doing it. And the original plan actually was to have that happen at WrestleMania 32, but due to injuries, John Cena was unable to be in a match at that show, so then that's why the whole Shane McMahon Undertaker match was thrown together so late. But, guys, this is the biggest reason for why Undertaker will be back at WrestleMania 33, because this is a match that's never been done in a big match context. It's never been a big match. The last time they faced, I believe, was in 2003, and it was just kind of it was kind of like a throwaway match, you know? It wasn't really like a big match. It wasn't for like a title or anything. It wasn't even like a main event. It was just kind of like a throwaway match. And so, guys, I think at number 5 that this is the biggest one. Undertaker's going to be back at WrestleMania 33 to have that match with John Cena. And there's so many things they could do with this. Make it a career-threatening match. And, guys, this is probably what's going to have everyone the most excited. Have John Cena turn heel, which that might sound like the craziest thing ever, but it's possible. It can happen. There has also been talk about John Cena turning heel during the once-in-a-lifetime thing with The Rock, but that never ended up happening. But think, if it happens at WrestleMania 33, imagine how the crowd will react. It'll just be amazing. So at number 5, Undertaker will return for WrestleMania 33 to have that big match with John Cena, because that is what's going to make WrestleMania 33